Welcome to Geometry Semester 2. We're going to take a short tour of the course so you will be able to find the important information that you're going to need to be successful in the course. When you first log into the course, on the home screen, you will find your instructor's name, their phone number, the office hours, and the email that your instructor can be reached at. You can also find that information down here under the Contact Me link. Your grades for the course are calculated based on categories. Homework is 20% of your grade, and you can complete the homework more than once with the highest grade entered in the gradebook. Your tests are 40%, the quizzes are 20%, and your final exam is also 20% of your grade. On your final exam, you may use a sheet of handwritten notes, both sides, and your calculator. When we go back to the home screen, you also have access to a textbook. This will give you an online textbook with more references, more resources. The username and the password are given, as well as the link to the textbook. How do I get extra help in the course? Well, you have a couple options. You can view any of the videos more than once. There are extra video tutorials at the end of each unit for you to look at. You can call your teacher during the given office hours or send them an email. Use your Canvas inbox to send your teacher an email. And in each lesson, there is a homework discussion link. And we will discuss that once we look at one of the lessons. You have a link to the Indiana State Standards for Geometry. You also have a link to the Summer Pacing Guide. This gives you an overview of when you should have each unit completed. Your teacher will put specific dates in there as those dates are determined. The more you can stay on track with your Summer Pacing Guide, the more successful you'll be. You won't have to wait until the last minute to finish up your coursework or to study for your final exam. Frequently asked questions. Some questions that you may have for the course can be found underneath the frequently asked questions. Do you have to log in every day? No. This is an online course designed for you. You work at your pace. Will the teacher be teaching the lesson at a certain time of the day? No. The lessons are set up so that you can complete those lessons as you have time during the day. Can I complete the lessons in any order I wish? No, you have to complete the lessons in the order Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and so on. On the home page, there's a link for contact information for your teacher. You don't need a textbook, but there is a link provided for you on the home page. And what if you have difficulties with homework? There is a homework discussion link that we're going to talk about. Okay, let's look at Getting Started. You click on your Getting Started link here. This will take you to the overview of the course. Your first thing that you need to do is complete the student information. Once you've completed the student information, then you can move on to Unit 1, which is Similarity. Any of these links will take you directly to that unit. So if I want to start with, let's say, Unit 1, Unit 1 homepage comes up. I see that there's 4 lessons in this unit. I cannot just click on Unit 1.4. I have to move through these units in order. So I click on Lesson 1.1, Ratios and Proportions. In this unit, I have lesson resources. I have video notes. Sometimes there's going to be 1 or 2 videos for each lesson. I have a link to the homework. I have a link to the geometry formula sheet. This will be in each lesson. I have a link to the homework discussion, and I have a link to additional resources in the course. You also have a flip chart that will allow you to look at the definitions or formulas that are in this unit. So let's look at most of these are pretty self-explanatory, but let's look at the homework discussion and go over that. Once you click on that, you will see that the homework problems are listed in this discussion. If you have a specific question about a homework problem, at the bottom of the page there's this plus sign. You click on the plus sign and it will allow you to make a comment. You can either type a comment, use a phone to make a comment, use a microphone, so use your microphone on your Chromebook, make a video, a webcam, using your webcam, or you can upload a comment. Once you click on the comments, you are actually able to write and circle and show your work. So if you have questions about your work, you can actually do it that way, or you can upload your question. Comments will be posted over here, and then I will get it. The teacher will get a notification, and they will respond to your question. When you're ready to move on to the next one, you move on to the next homework problem, and you can ask questions on those. You can go through and find, if you don't have questions on all of them, go through and find the ones you do have questions on. And then that will allow you to post questions on the discussions that you need. When you're finished, we go back to our homework. We go back to Canvas. This will take you to back to the lesson page. You have additional resources that you can look at. So here are additional videos, additional practice for this lesson, for lesson 1-1. This will take me back to modules. This will take me back to the home screen. In your modules, let's click on modules up here. In your modules, over here it will tell you your grade and will tell you which ones you need to complete before you move on to the next unit. So each one of these that say submit, you must submit those before the unit is considered complete. Once you move on from lesson unit 1, you move on to lesson unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, and so on. So hopefully this brief overview of the course has been beneficial and will help you in getting started with your Geometry 2 course. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to make contact with your teacher through email or through phone. Good luck.